Well, howdy. Thanks for checking out my week one update. It's kind of an exciting week, I guess. I'll tell you all about it in a little bit and let you know how Labor Day and everything went too. But thanks for just coming by and saying hello and checking in with me. I have finally figured out a name. First, thanks to everybody who sent me names of what we should call this series. There were a lot, and it was really hard to choose. It really was. There were so many good ones, but I like the simplicity that a friend of mine gave me for Journey to 40K, which I think is just what we're going to do. This is a journey to get there, and I'd love to be able to play that game. And I was just telling my wife earlier tonight, I could just go down to the store and go buy the pieces to play, but it kind of defeats the purpose of doing the challenge if I do that. So this is the journey. So Journey to 40K is what we're going to call this from now on. So here's my week one update for y'all. Day one started out fine, and the rest of the week went pretty good. I had a couple times where it was necessary that I needed to go out for work reasons, and then it was vacation this weekend with family. So we traveled to Michigan and stayed the weekend with my wife's family over at their house. So thankfully we cooked all our meals there and everything, which was great. Was a little worried about downing a ton of soda while I was there, but they were also low on soda, which was great. So we went to the store and picked up some to stock the fridge with that was sugar-free and diet sodas and stuff to make things easier on me. So that went really well. Overall, what I'm trying to say is the week went really great. It wasn't too bad. Had a couple, there's one day that I went out to eat because I just forgot to bring lunch with me to work. Then that's my biggest pull away from the week is if I don't set up my lunches the night before, it's pretty hard for me to get through the day or to have to take time during breakfast to get my lunch ready. So I need to get that figured out. That's just a new rhythm that I'm going to have to change. But if I have lunch at work, it's no big deal. No problem at all. So journey's on. Did my weigh-in tonight when I got home from vacation. I'm down 3 pounds, which is exciting and also potentially a fluke. So we'll see how that the weight holds off over the next week. My scale is pretty decent, but I just felt like I didn't do that much. But maybe just laying off the amount of soda that I was drinking versus how much I didn't drink this week. And then I was out to eat much less. It very well could have been that it made that much of a difference right away. So my father told me that losing 2 pounds a week is healthy, and I was not doing well on the eating end of things prior to the diet. So it could be that the extra pound just comes from that. We'll see. I'll obviously keep you updated Sunday night. On the painting end of things, I've watched a ton of videos this week on painting just to get my skill back and tested a few things out. And this weekend I got to do a lot of painting, and my goal was to spend a needlessly long amount of time on one model, specifically not just to be boring or to put the timer on, but I wanted to get really into the details for the model and try some different techniques that I haven't done before. And my other goal was to you'll see with the base, but I really wanted to work on the base of the model to do something more dynamic. The one that I did for the weekend, I won't use for my big army because it doesn't work so well for that, but I wanted to try some different materials out and see how it all worked together, and I'm really happy with the result. It's still, I'm still working on the final touches. It's not done yet. I'm really close to done. But I thought I'd show you what I'm doing here, and hopefully my camera can pick it up because phone cameras aren't that great. So here's the long range one. I'll get you the close up in a sec. But this is a Minas Tirith archer from the Lord of the Rings games, and you can see the base. I wanted him to be standing on a big old rock, and normally they're not based this way in anyways. But I did a whole bunch of plastic work and cut the stuff off and glued it on in different places and whatever. So it turned out good. I'm going to add more green foliage, grass and bushes and stuff to the rock. So I'm really pumped with how the base came out. I'll see if I can get it to zoom in here. I don't know if it's going to work with my focus. I will put pictures up somewhere. Sorry you can't see it, but the details in there is what I was really working on, and I got a lot done. All of that to say, I know you guys don't care as much about that as I do, but I'm really pumped. I think I spent 4-something hours on that one piece, which is really it's unusual for me to spend that much time on it, but I really wanted to get something very detailed that I'd be happy with. So yeah, I think to end everything off for this video, I'm really pumped about how this week went. I have high hopes for how things are going to go. Oh, I got some running in. I didn't tell you that either, but I got to do the treadmill thing I told you about on day one. I didn't make it out any longer for the week for the treadmill. We had a really crazy week. I just couldn't make it out there. But be back on there this week. My brother was awesome and informed me that to get through the internet shortage that's in the workout room, I can just download the episodes of whatever I'm going to watch on the computer anyways onto the laptop, and then just bring the laptop down there, and I don't have to worry about having internet. So that'll be the fix there. So I'll be able to get down to the gym more often this week now that we're home. So there you go. There's the week 1 update. Things are going well so far. I don't imagine it'll always be this good or this easy, but I know the first steps is just getting a new routine started, and there's a new routine started. It's not cemented yet. We're working on it. There's still kinks to get out, but we're getting there. The motivation for the pieces has been a huge driving force for me. It's made me decide whether I should do things or not do things, because I'm really looking forward to getting that first box of pieces. The stuff that I'm painting now, the piece I just showed you, are just test pieces, basically. It's just to get the skill back up. My wife is probably very sick of me talking about what pieces I'm going to pick up here soon and what I want to do with them. So I'm just waiting to hit that first mile marker so that I can pick up a box and get started. So, all right. Y'all have a great week. I will put another update out next Sunday and let you know how things are going. Thanks for tuning in with me and joining in on this journey to 40K. Wish me luck. Have a great day, and hasta la pizza.